Greetings, it's the Obia Witch, and today I want to take a kind of a tour of my sacred space outside. This is my grove that I have set up. Like I said, I'll give you kind of a little basic kind of overview. I have right here is in the west. I have an altar to a statue of the Virgin Mary with the Alwyn symbol on it. This I actually see as a symbol of this statue, although I need to repaint it. As you see, it actually was painted black, but it's kind of coming undone. Is the Mary? I see her as a symbol of the goddess Caradwyn and the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit, Caradwyn, and the Virgin Mary I all see as one deity. That's just the way I have seen it, and from my personal revelation. If you can't tell, I have a pentagram hanging from a tree branch, which I use while, and then I also have a dream catcher to honor the natives in the land. In different spots, I also have. I'm slowly beginning to tie ribbons on the tree for different prayers. I have an old pot which I use kind of like a cauldron when I'm doing ADF style rituals, which I don't do very often. But if you know anything about ADF, they have three realms. They have a sacred tree, which I use that. You know, they have a sacred well and a sacred flame, which I'll kind of put them in this area of the circle sometimes. And let me see if I can kind of give you a little more better overview of my sacred space. It's not real big. It's very simple. That has a log and a piece of wood on it with a piece of old concrete I like to recycle on it, and that's what I use for my central altar. And I have little bitty ones, and I have angels. And like I said, I've hung ribbons, and if you can see over there, my pinnacle. Like so, this is what I do my main rituals. I prefer to do rituals outdoors when possible. Even in the wintertime, I will come out here and do simple rituals. No matter, if it's snowing on the ground, I'll just bundle up. I'm like, get as a ribbon. But I just absolutely love outdoor rituals. I guess that's the druid in me. I just find more connected when I do rituals outdoors. And if you don't really notice over there's a pond, which that's not my property, but I kind of like it because it's in the west, which is kind of neat because in Wicca, that's what I associate the water with. Even though I no longer practice Wicca, I still call the corners because that's part of revival druidry. If you know anything about the order of Bards, Veds, and Druids, they do call corners, they do cast circles differently than Wiccans do, but they do those things. And while I don't necessarily cast a circle anymore, in the sense of a sphere of energy around me, I do use symbols of the three realms to bless the space, and I do call the four directions because that's part of how I do things. Although I have taken on a slight bit adaptations from ADF and a few Reconstructionist Druid orders and so forth, just because my practice is definitely becoming less Wiccan and more Druidic, although I still practice what I call Druidcraft, that mixing of Druidry and Wicca, because there's just so many elements of Wicca that are part of me, because I do consider myself, well, I don't no longer use the term Wiccan, I do consider myself a witch. Just a Druid witch is what I prefer to say. I'm a Druid witch, if you've seen that video. Like I said, I have a lovely little field over here, which the thing about this is in the east, the field, and I like it because for me the field represents the air, because the wind blowing and so forth, so it kind of gives, and then this way is the north, and I'm kind of going the wrong direction, but I put a pinnacle there, and I kind of, for me, it reminds me of the forest of earth, and here's my bigger stone. I also have a forked sticker stang right there, which is in traditional witchcraft, which I've practiced in the past, and I do mix a little bit. Like I said, I try to honor the spirits of the land, so I put this here. And now, I don't have anything, this is the south of the circle. I have a candle there, a little angel, that says, with God, all things are possible. And like I said, this is just my little circle. I do so many rituals out here. Just wanted to share many blessings.